Have you ever wondered which is the most aggressive animal on Earth? Not the biggest, not the fastest, the one that can turn a simple mistake into a fatal one. Today, you're going to meet the 10 most aggressive and dangerous animals on the planet. Some lurk in murky rivers, others rule the African savanna, and some hide in mangroves where fresh water meets the sea. And the most unsettling part, several of them are much closer than you think. Welcome to Curiometro. Number 10. Bull shark. The bull shark is one of the most feared marine predators, not because of its size, but because of its unpredictable nature and its astonishing to adapt to habitats where you would never expect a shark. It can grow over 3 meters long and weigh more than 200 kilos, with a compact body and jaws powerful enough to crush bone with ease. Unlike most sharks, the bull shark can survive in both saltwater and freshwater. Its physiology allows it to regulate the amount of salt in its body, making it an unexpected visitor in rivers and lakes. It has been documented in the Amazon, the Mississippi, the Zambezi, and even in lakes across Central America and Africa. This unique ability makes it especially dangerous because it doesn't just live in the open ocean, but also in waters where people fish, swim, or travel every day. In terms of behavior, the bull shark is extremely territorial and curious. It often investigates any movement in the water, and most of its attacks happen in cloudy rivers or estuaries, where visibility is low and confusion drives it to bite. In fact, according to the International Shark Attack File, this species consistently ranks among the top 3 responsible for incidents with humans, alongside the great white and the tiger shark. So if the water is murky and the bottom is out of sight, chances are it's no longer you doing the watching, it's him. Number 9. Black rhino. The black rhino is one of Africa's most hot-tempered animals. Although its sheer size is intimidating, often exceeding 1,400 kilos, what makes it truly dangerous is its unpredictable temper. Unlike other giants of the savanna, this rhino doesn't hesitate to charge at anything it perceives as a threat, be it a vehicle, another animal, or a person who crosses its path. Its eyesight is poor, but it makes up for it with an extraordinary sense of smell and hearing. That means any unusual sound or scent can trigger a full-speed charge. And we're not talking about a slow trot. A black rhino can reach 50 kilometers per hour in just seconds, turning into a living tank of muscle and horn that smashes through everything ahead. This behavior makes it one of the most feared animals on African safaris. Each year, black rhinos are responsible for dozens of deaths and countless serious accidents involving poachers, reckless tourists, and local communities living near their range. Even the rangers who dedicate their lives to protecting them admit the challenge, saving the species without putting themselves at risk. What sets the black rhino apart from other dangerous herbivores is that its aggression isn't always defensive. Often, it strikes preemptively, choosing to eliminate a risk before confirming if it's real. And when a ton of fury comes charging straight at you, one thing is certain: there won't be time to react. Number 8. Spotted hyena. The spotted hyena is much more than a scavenger. It's a skilled hunter and one of the most feared predators of the African savanna. With a muscular frame, bone-crushing jaws, and a ruthless pack instinct, the hyena proves that teamwork can be just as deadly as brute strength. Hyenas hunt in coordinated clans, sometimes with more than 30 individuals. They pursue their prey for kilometers, exhausting animals far larger than themselves, like zebras or wildebeest. But what makes them especially dangerous to humans is their opportunistic behavior. They approach villages for trash, livestock, and sometimes even people, particularly children or travelers alone at night. Across eastern and southern Africa, there have been many recorded attacks, some fatal. In rural areas, sleeping outdoors can mean risking a silent hyena attack on the unwary. Their reputation as corpse eaters falls short of the truth. These are predators that know when a human is vulnerable. What's most unsettling is not just their strength, but their audacity. They approach fire without fear, adapt to the noise of villages, and if they sense weakness, they attack without hesitation. So when the chilling laugh of a hyena echoes in the dark, it isn't humor you're hearing. It's the signal that the hunt is about to begin. Number 7. Leopard. The leopard may be the most adaptable big cat on Earth. It thrives in dense jungles, open savannas, and even near villages and cities. Its body is a masterpiece of balance, agile, stealthy, and strong enough to drag prey twice its own weight up a tree to keep it safe from other predators. Reaching nearly 2 meters in length, including the tail, with a body built for power, the leopard is a master ambusher. Silent, unseen, it waits and then strikes with precision, aiming straight for the throat. What makes it a particular threat to humans is its extraordinary ability to adapt. In parts of India and Africa, leopards have been documented hunting dogs in urban areas, stalking livestock in villages, and, on occasion, directly attacking people. These incidents are more common where expanding cities encroach on their natural habitat, heightening the tension between humans and big cats. Unlike many big predators that avoid human contact, the leopard dares to venture where no one expects it. Patient, calculating, unpredictable, it can watch for hours before making its move, and when it does, it rarely misses. Of all the big cats, the leopard lives closest to people, which means that often when someone feels eyes following them from the shadows, they're probably right. Number 6. Tiger. The tiger is the largest cat in the world and a symbol of power across Asia. It can grow over 3 meters in length, including the tail, and weigh more than 250 kilos, combining brute strength with an agility that is astonishing for its size. Every muscle in its body is designed to stalk and unleash a lightning-fast attack. Unlike lions, which hunt in groups, the tiger is a solitary predator. It moves silently through the forest, its striped coat blending with the shadows before leaping more than 5 meters in a single strike. One bite to the neck is enough to bring down deer, buffalo, and even young bears. For humans, the danger rises where villages and farmland overlap with tiger territory. In India and Bangladesh, particularly in the Sundarbans, attacks on fishermen and farmers have persisted for decades. Some tigers even learn to view people as easy prey, earning the name man-eaters. Though tiger numbers have declined, the risk hasn't vanished. Assuming a tiger will avoid contact is a fatal mistake. Its solitary nature makes it even more unpredictable than other big cats. In the jungle, when everything seems calm, one crack in the undergrowth may reveal that Asia's greatest predator is already watching you in silence. Number 5. Lion. The lion is known as the king of the savanna, and for good reason. Unlike other big cats, lions live and hunt in social groups called prides, giving them a ruthless tactical advantage. One adult male is already a terrifying force, but when several lions work together, no prey can escape. Males dominate with their mane and roar, which can be heard up to 8 kilometers away. But it's the lionesses who do most of the hunting. Working in coordinated teams, they trap and wear down their prey before delivering the final blow. With speeds of nearly 80 kilometers per hour and jaws that can exert over 600 kilos of pressure, every hunt becomes a brutal spectacle. And the danger to humans is very real. In Tanzania, for example, lions have killed hundreds of people in just a decade. Many of these attacks happen at night when lions prowl through villages searching for livestock, and sometimes treat a lone person the same way they would any other prey. What sets lions apart is their audacity. They don't always need provocation. Hunger or weakness alone can be enough to bring them closer than you'd imagine. So when darkness falls across the savannah and a lion's roar echoes in the distance, it isn't just sound, it's a warning that the hunter is near. Number 4. Cape buffalo. The Cape buffalo, also known as the African buffalo, is one of the most unpredictable and dangerous animals of the savannah. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary bovine, but its temperament turns it into a true machine of destruction when it feels threatened. It can weigh over 1,000 kilos, with a compact body and horns that form a bony shield across its forehead, designed to strike with devastating force. What makes it so feared isn't just its size, it's its explosive temper. Unlike most herbivores that flee, the Cape buffalo often stands its ground. If an intruder crosses its path, it can launch a silent, sudden charge at 50 kilometers per hour, leaving barely a moment to react. In many parts of Africa, these buffalo cause dozens of human deaths each year, especially among poachers and farmers. On safaris, their reputation is legendary. Guides call them Black Death, because a wounded buffalo is even more lethal, capable of circling back to ambush its pursuer. Even lions rarely dare to face a buffalo without backup. Among herbivores, few inspire such fear. When a Cape buffalo locks eyes on you and lowers its head, it isn't a warning. It's the signal that the charge is already coming. Number 3. Elephant. Elephants are the largest land animals on Earth, symbols of majesty and wisdom. But behind that image lies one of the most dangerous giants for humans. Both African and Asian elephants have clashed with rural communities, and every year they are responsible for hundreds of deaths worldwide. A male can weigh over 6 tons and tower more than 3 meters tall. With that mass, any charge becomes an unstoppable force, and their tusks can easily pierce through huts, vehicles, or anything in their path. The problem arises when humans encroach on their migration corridors or destroy the crops they rely on for food. In India, Sri Lanka, and across several African nations, encounters between elephants and villages are increasingly common. Many of these clashes end in tragedy. Huts toppled, fields laid waste, and people crushed in a matter of seconds. Though usually peaceful, their temperament can shift instantly when threatened, or when a male enters musth, a phase of heightened aggression. In those moments, even experienced handlers know there's no stopping them. The greatness of elephants is awe-inspiring, but also terrifying, because when 6 tons of fury decide to attack, the only safe option is not to be there. Number 2. Hippopotamus. The hippopotamus may look calm, spending hours submerged in water or resting under the sun, but behind that peaceful appearance hides one of the most aggressive and dangerous animals in Africa. This herbivore, weighing nearly 4 tons, kills far more people than many carnivores ever could. With a mouth that opens 150 degrees and tusks half a meter long, its bite can snap a canoe in half. And it does so without hesitation. In African rivers, hippos are notorious for capsizing boats, chasing vessels, and attacking fishermen or swimmers who get too close. Although they feed exclusively on plants, their temperament is fiercely territorial. By day, hippos dominate the rivers, and at night they emerge to graze along the shore. Any intruder in their path is perceived as a threat, and their reaction is almost always an immediate charge. Despite their enormous size, they can reach speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour on land and move with surprising agility underwater. It's estimated that hippos kill hundreds of people every year, far more than lions, crocodiles, or sharks. Their aggression isn't hunger-driven, but pure defense instinct, making them all the more unpredictable. In Africa's wild, few sounds inspire as much fear as a hippo's deep grunt in the night, because it means the most territorial beast of the continent is already watching. Number 1. Crocodile. Crocodiles are the ultimate predators of rivers and estuaries. With over 200 million years of evolution, they've perfected the art of ambush, becoming nearly invisible killers. The Nile crocodile and the saltwater crocodile are the most feared of them all. The Nile crocodile, found throughout sub-Saharan Africa, is responsible for hundreds of human deaths each year. Hidden in murky waters, it waits for a person to approach the shore, whether to wash clothes, drink, or board a canoe. When it strikes, it does so with explosive speed, dragging its victim underwater within seconds. Its death roll shreds flesh and bone with no chance of escape. The saltwater crocodile, meanwhile, is the largest living reptile on Earth, growing beyond 6 meters and weighing more than a ton. Found in estuaries, mangroves, and coastlines of Southeast Asia and Oceania, it is so territorial it has been known to attack entire boats. Its bite is the most powerful ever measured in the animal kingdom, easily crushing bone like dry wood. What makes these crocodiles unique is the balance of patience and violence. They can lie still for hours, only their eyes above the surface, and when they attack, it's with deadly precision. In both fresh and salt water, no animal is as consistently lethal. With the Nile and saltwater crocodiles, the rule is simple. If you've already seen them, it's probably too late. These were the 10 most aggressive and dangerous animals on the planet, different in many ways, yet all sharing one thing in common: they don't forgive mistakes. Now I ask you, which one do you think truly deserves the number 1 spot? Drop it in the comments and let's compare. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to Curiometro, and hit the bell so you won't miss what's coming next. See you in the next one, Curious Mind.